We excited?
We're live.
Excited.
We're live. Magic and PPV. All right. Sharing it out, girls. Share it out.
It just says that we're live, but I don't know if anybody's seeing this. So comment if Welcome, everybody. We are so excited to be here. This is our very first group live as an agency, and we have, we've been talking about doing this for a super long time, but we felt now is the time to get out there and talk travel and talk about what we love and share our passion for Disney as people are starting to try to get back to some normalcy and get out and travel and get back to the theme parks and beyond. So welcome. Thank you all for coming. If you're on here, we ask that you please share this video out, share this live, comment, say hi, because we are so excited to chat with you. And please, please, please share. So happy St. Patrick's Day. We are here, Katie, Kathleen, and I, to talk all things travel and St. Patrick's Day celebrations with you tonight. So cheers, ladies. Cheers to everyone out there. Yes. We are having our very own special St. Patrick's Day cocktails, and we're going to talk about where to find the best drinks in Walt Disney World and where to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Kathleen, what do you have over there?
I have Pierre Magna's.
Woo! And where can we find that?
At Raglan Road, Disney Springs.
Raglan Road. Yes. Favorite.
One of the best places, yeah. It's one of the restaurants you can find in Disney Springs. It is an Irish pub if you've never been there before. And they have lots of live entertainment. They have singers and dancers. So sometimes it's one of those places that gets really underrated. A lot of people think that, you can go to an Irish pub anywhere, you can listen to the music anyway, but really it is like getting dinner and a show together. And they have really great food as well. They have lots of great beers on tap. They also have the Pierre Magna's on tap, which I love there because you can never find it on tap anywhere else. But it's a place that more often than not I will recommend to my clients to go just for a fun, arrival day when you want to kind of go and get into the festive mood for things, not necessarily go to a park. It's just a fun experience to just go, and everybody loves it. So St. Patrick's Day or any day, you'll have a good time, I guarantee it.
We also love it there. It's a family favorite of ours, and kids love the Irish step dancing. Mm-hmm. They've got the stage up in the middle where they, during normal times, maybe not so much during COVID, but they will bring the kids up on stage and teach them some step dancing. And the performers are amazing. They're very, very talented. They will dance around the restaurant, up on that stage, and it really is a fantastically fun, good time for a night out in Disney Springs during your trip. They also have like that little outdoor bar, which is so much fun. And during our most recent training trip, we met some of the girls down there, and they had a band playing outside and serving drinks, and everyone's dancing and having fun. So that's also a really, really good time.
Yeah. And usually the stage starts around 5:00 in the afternoon, right around dinner time. And then they also have it during the brunch on the weekends. So Sunday starting at, I think, 11:00, like 11 to 3 on Saturdays and Sundays. you can go and you can still get some of the show. So like Jen said too, I don't know if they're still letting kids up on stage during the Irish Step, but if they are, it's a lot of fun. And I know that we've enjoyed that ourselves. So it's definitely worth checking out.
It's a good time.
Many regulars, they make it part of their trip every single time they go.
Mhm.
For sure.
We always go every trip.
Yep.
Even though we've been there a million times, we still go.
Well,
Actually, the first
clearly
time
it's a favorite. So for all of you listening and watching out there, if you have not checked it out, consider it for a stop in on your next trip down to Walt Disney World. Katie, what are you drinking over there? That looks pretty festive.
Delicious. Hot chocolate, Bailey's, whipped cream, and I let the kids hand pick out the marshmallows out of the container.
You're so festive. I just thought I was
Oh my
special because we have Ariel.
I mean, I'm not really a huge drinker. Like I don't do beer, and I needed something green, but this works because I like it. It's like a little dessert, and it's
And Bailey's can be found over Walt Disney World too. Katie,
right.
Do you know? I'm gonna quiz you right now.
Oh boy, here we go.
I know. Where in Epcot can you get coffee or hot chocolate with Bailey's in it? And it's one of your favorite spots.
It's one of my favorite spots. Is it?
Yep.
Germany?
No, Joffrey's. Right at Joffrey's. Yes.
Joffrey's.
So much fun. Katie loves Joffrey's for their fancy coffees and their ginormous donuts, as do I. But it's a really fun spot, and they will put Bailey's in your coffee or cocoa or whatever you're getting. Sometimes they have specialty drinks for the different seasons, and it's so much fun there. So that's another great place to check
They
out.
do great mix and match donuts with your drink too, which is like my
those
favorite.
donuts are like the size of your head too. They're gigantic. So it's been there.
Who just commented Joffrey's and donuts? Megan Thomas. Yes, yes, yes. You are 100% right on. So yes, we love it. You got to get over there. So awesome. So I have a mild favorite for those of you who know me. I've got a glass of Prosecco with I put some some lime sherbet in there to make it a little festive. I love to hop around Epcot and try different Proseccos. And of course, in Italy and Epcot is where you can find a big variety with lots of different fancy drinks and a great time. So if you're hopping around Epcot with your family, stop over there if you're a Prosecco drinker. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, just about every country has their own signature drink from their country to represent it. So it's always interesting to go in and see what everybody's got to offer. So I know a big favorite, speaking of green drinks in Mexico, is the avocado margarita. You can go in there and you can get the green margarita, and you can celebrate that on any day because it really is worth the trip just to get that. But yeah, they have, most of them have like something themed towards that nationality or that culture. And then they also have like everyday kind of drinks too. So each country really, it's fun to go and check it out and drink around the world if you want to.
My husband's favorite is, he loves the beers, all the different types of
so
beers,
does mine.
IPAs and craft beers. And so Norway especially has their own beer that you can only get in Norway or at Norway and Epcot. So that's like his favorite thing, to go and grab one of those beers. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, but only available in actual Norway, which we probably won't go to, or Norway and Epcot, which we always go to.
My husband's all about Germany. He loves all the German beers. He loves the German food. So we definitely always make a stop there. So
Yep, my dad too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So as you can tell, we all love Epcot, right? So ask us about Epcot. We'll help you out. So Megan actually just asked us if a lot of people go to Disney just for Disney Springs. What do you girls think about that?
So I think Disney Springs is definitely like a great thing on your to-do list for maybe one of the days that you just have a pool day or like a resort day, not doing a park. Go over there, take the time to go take the bus over or Uber over and get on there. And there's so many restaurant options, so many bars, shops for the kids. It's just a blast. And then even if you were in the Orlando area and not actually staying on Disney property, it's definitely another thing to hit up. Free of charge to get in there. And again, so many options. So Disney Springs is a must do.
For sure. For sure. You got to make it at least a stop in.
Yeah.
While you're there. And it's really hard to even, if you go for an afternoon or evening, it's hard to see everything there because there's so much to see and do now. And there's, pop-up live shows and demonstrations and magic acts and all sorts of things going on at night, bands playing. So it's really a fun time. And I think the best part is you don't need a park ticket to get down there. Mm-hmm. So if you have an off day or you need something to fill some time and you don't have those extra park passes, you can go down there and enjoy without a park ticket. Robin says the cupcake store. Yes, they have awesome cupcakes down there for sure. Kathy says her favorite's the AMC movie theater in Splitsville, which also a great thing to do if the weather is yucky or, you want to have a family bowling night or something like that. It's a great time. Great time. Kathy says Sprinkles. Yes, Sprinkles is so much fun there.
Isn't that where you can get the cupcake out of the ATM machine?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, where else can you do that?
There's that new dessert
anytime.
Yeah.
Carrie Ann likes the Coca-Cola deck.
Oh yeah, we did that the first time this year. That was pretty cool.
That is cool.
Addie loved trying all different sodas and.
Yep. Yeah. Whitney says, like Katie said, if you're doing a Universal vacation but still need your Disney fix. I can't tell you how many times I've gone over to Universal and popped over to Disney Springs just for dinner and some Disney fix. So I am definitely guilty of that, 100%. And Megan, yes, Godiva is there too. So yeah, lots to think about, lots to check out for some little extras during your Walt Disney World vacations, or anytime you're in Orlando, definitely think about popping in.
Yeah, there's definitely something there for everybody. There's so many different restaurants and so many different experiences that you can go more than once and still have different things to do each time, kind of like the box.
Shopping. Who doesn't love shopping?
And charge everything to your Magic Band, so it's basically
right. Yeah, you don't feel it.
Yep.
Yeah, you can get the bus right from your resort too, so it's you don't have to worry about driving there. You just take the band back and forth.
Absolutely, it's a great time. So we will definitely chat with you when you're planning your next Walt Disney World vacation, and make sure we work in some plans to get in on the fun down in Disney Springs. With that said, we have some breaking news to share today. For those of you who follow us, we have been waiting, as long as all of you, more than one whole year to share this information with you. And we get pretty emotional thinking about it because it's the original. But Disneyland in California is finally going to open its gates to guests once again. We announced today that April 30th is when the theme parks will fully reopen to welcome guests back inside. And we are kind of overcome with emotion about that. You can call us Disney nerds or whatever you want to call us, but it's pretty cool. It's the original parks in, Disneyland, and it's Walt's park. It's what he created, and he created this entire Disney movement. And we're just thankful that those parks will be open again and people can walk where Walt once did and enjoy those rides and attractions and all of the originals. It's pretty nostalgic if you've been there, or if you haven't, you should probably consider getting out there at some time because it really is pretty cool. Great theme parks, nice small capacity so that you can walk everywhere. The resorts are right there and it's so much fun. So we're excited. We're waiting for more details on how things are going to play out. Unfortunately, right now, California has some guidelines in place that are only going to allow California residents into those parks initially. So it really limits the amount of people who can get in, and really anybody but if you live in California, you can't get in right now. So that is a challenge, but we do know that, hopefully in the coming months that's going to change and they will be welcoming all guests from all over back to the theme parks. So they are going to be operating on the same park pass system that Walt Disney World is using currently. And that helps them to maintain the capacity limits and keep guests safe with social distancing guidelines and such. So we will get to see in the next month how that kind of plays out and how it goes with the opening of the parks. But we're so excited to bring back the magic over in California and to bring back the thousands of cast members that have been furloughed and laid off over the last year. They are truly what help keep the magic alive there. And we're just excited for them to be back. And we hope they are too. So more to come on that. Let's see. Katie, do you want to take it away with the most asked family question of the month?
Okay. So we are back and people are ready to travel for Practically Perfect Vacations. We have just got a ton of questions and asking tips and hints and things like that. So we polled with our agents what our number one most asked question was from all of our clients. And the question is, should our family travel now or wait till later? So we've done some research and we've talked it through and we've really tried to figure out the pros and the cons. First, obviously, totally understand it's going to be different for every family. You have to figure out what's best for you and your family. That being said, people are asking or saying, we're going to wait. We're going to wait until fast passes come back. We're going to wait for the dining plan. We're going to wait for no masks. We don't know when that's going to be. So how long are you willing to wait is basically the question. Masks could be quite some time. I mean, really, I don't know when it's going to end. So with that being said, I think, you can go to Disney, enjoy it, and still wear your mask. My kids and I have been, they've never complained with their mask on. They're out, they're distracted, they're having fun. We've been there in July, we've been there in December. No matter what the weather is or the heat, you have to find the mask that fits you, walk around with it in the house, take it outside, see how you feel. But you can totally do it. They go to school in it, they'll definitely go to Disney in it. That being said, there are relaxation stations throughout Disney. So they know that some younger kids, even some adults, can't handle the mask the entire time. If you're at a park for 8 hours, that's a long time to ask to wear a mask. So they have relaxation stations. So you can find the stations and take the mask off, enjoy some fresh air, socially distance, and take a break. So that's a great option. The other option is that there are stops where you can go to the side, take a drink, grab a drink, and a snack, a favorite snack, pull over to the side, socially distance, and you're able to take your mask down while you're eating and drinking. The other option is the water parks are now open and the pools and the resorts. You do not need to have your mask on in the pool deck. So you can go and enjoy a night at the pool with your family and go for a swim and not worry about the masks. Disney does it like nobody else. So that being said, there are strict guidelines. They're strict with the masks. You have to have a mask on. Whether it's disability or just uncomfortable with it, you have to have the mask. So unfortunately, this is just where we are in life right now. We don't know when it's going to end, but I don't think that the masks should discourage you from taking your trip. You can't go to Target without a mask, so you can't go to Disney without a mask. That's kind of how I feel.
That's a great analogy, Katie.
I mean,
it's true, and we all want to go to Target, so we got to go to Disney with our mask too.
So they're strict. We've seen it even on training. There was a father that didn't want to wear the mask or had it pulled down and had mentioned like, oh, somebody at the front gate told me I didn't have to wear it. No, you're lying. Nobody told you that. So you have to wear your mask, but again, it's keeping everybody else safe. So Disney is keeping all their guests safe along with trying to keep the park opened and let people have fun and enjoy their time. So masks is just a part of our life right now. I think that's kind of where we are with the waiting for a mask. The next thing with that being said is lower crowds, lower capacity. Right now, Disney has the special park pass system, which allows only a certain number of guests into the park each day. It's monitored. They monitor it every hour. They keep on top of it so that we can still go to the parks, enjoy it, but in a safe capacity. And it's amazing right now. I would like to keep Disney like this right now. It works. They do a great job. And they take their precautions serious. So it's a perfect time to go, in my opinion, if your family is able to do so.
I also want to jump in for a quick second and add something about the park capacity. So it takes the guesswork out of the day for you. So the big thing behind this and the big bonus to it, a lot of people look at it as a negative thing, but it's really a positive thing. So this is how Disney can, regulate who is coming in and out of the parks every day to be able to maintain that social distancing, right? However, by you securing those park passes ahead of time before you travel, this guarantees your admission to the park of your choice each day of your vacation. And it avoids the hassle of you showing up at the front of the park on just say Tuesday morning at Magic Kingdom and they say, oh, sorry, we're at capacity because, we're only allowing a certain number of people in the park. Who wants to spend that amount of money for a vacation and all of that planning for you to show up to the gates of Magic Kingdom only to be turned away? So this park pass system completely eliminates that issue so that with that pass and your park tickets, you're getting into the park, you're getting into Magic Kingdom on Tuesday with your family. So it's pretty great. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if the system stayed in place because we would make sure that we're guaranteeing our families admission to the parks on those days. And it really works. It's gone smooth and seamless. And we've had zero issues with the system since it went live when the theme parks reopened last July. So it's fantastic.
So just looking at the comments here, and it looks like Robin had asked, are fast passes necessary now? So I think this is a huge question. Most people are like, we're going to wait for the fast passes to come back. You don't need to. The only ride right now is Rise of the Resistance, which is a virtual queue. You're able to do that online through the app. If you book with PPV, we give you like a whole information about how to manipulate the app and get on there and hopefully get the Rise of the Resistance, give you the instructions. But fast passes for everything else. I mean, I don't think I've ever waited less in lines. Like you can call me a nerd. I watch the ride, the app all the time for the times on the rides, and I've never seen them so low. Like a Flight of Passage at one point was like a 15-minute wait. Like that's crazy. Yeah. Looks are deceiving. When you get into the park, the lines look crazy. For instance, we did Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and the line was like all the way down and wrapped around. It looked crazy. I was like, oh my God. Now here I am, like usually like promoting this. I'm like, this is great social distancing. I was like, oh my God, I can't, this line's so long. And the girls really wanted to do it. We hopped in line, and it took us only like a half hour, but the line looked like it was going to take us all day. Yeah. But it moves quick. They keep everybody social distance. They have cast members just there making sure that you're moving along and keep up with the person in front of you. And I think it's been great. I mean, with the capacity limits, really every ride is pretty quick to, barely a wait.
Yeah, I was very impressed with how good of a job they did with that. Because, I mean, we've all been used to social distancing, and a lot of people, frankly, are getting tired of it at this point. So when you went down there, they're really good with keeping the line spaced out. There's plastic partitions between some of the rides to keep people separated from each other. Yeah. You have to wear the masks. There's, hand sanitizers every few steps. I mean, Disney at baseline is super clean. And somehow they've managed to make it feel even more clean since COVID had happened. So when I went down there, I had absolutely no concerns about catching anything or passing anything on to anybody else. In fact, I came home and booked a trip for my own family to go down because I felt like it was totally doable at this point. I didn't feel any kind of reservations about it.
Yeah, for sure. The lines, I mean, the hand sanitizer, to the point where I was like, oh my God, my hands are going to fall off, or they're going to they're so sticky. So, tons of hand sanitizing options. but Kathleen had said, like the petitions in between the lines. So, if you know Disney, you kind of weave in and out, and some when you get closer to the ride, there's all the plexiglass there. It says do not touch, so that when you're standing next to people, there's no contact. Like you're literally in your own little bubble. It's unbelievable what they've thought of and what they've done. I am truly impressed.
You know what they say? No one does it like
Disney.
And it is so true.
And one thing like to stay too on top of the whole Fast Pass question is while you're down there, you may see people going through the Fast Pass queues, but a lot of times this is just for other things. It's for the VIP tours. It's for people with a disability access pass. I've had a lot of clients say to me, well, how come some people got to have Fast Passes and we didn't? And that's not a Fast Pass line at this time. That's just a line entrance for special reasons. So
that's a really good point.
Yeah, great point.
Rebecca just said she feels safer at Disney than Target. I agree.
Yeah,
Rebecca.
It really does feel like a bubble.
Very true. It's very, very true. Megan is asking about characters.
Love this because my nephews need to go to Disney. So I love the new character experience. So people are saying right now that they want to wait because there's no parades. So normally Disney does one parade down Main Street, starts and comes down Main Street. People are usually on the sidelines waiting with like their popcorn in their hand, like an hour and a half before the parade even starts. So if you're not there to get a great seat, you're kind of tucked in the back and peeking over to see who you can see in front of the 4 lines of people in front of you. Right now, they're doing character cavalcades. So they are sporadically and frequently throughout all 4 parks, not just Magic Kingdom. We have Animal Kingdom, Epcot, and Hollywood Studios that have these cavalcades. Animal Kingdom is awesome. They do water cavalcades, which is so cute. And normally you don't get that. Normally you can go wait in a line and meet Sombrero Donald at Epcot and wait in the line to see him. But now you'll be able to see Elsa and Anna, the princesses, Mickey and Minnie and Goofy and Daisy and Donald come through in the cars. It makes it like so special. There's not a million people around. You kind of stop. Daisy and Donald will look right at you and wave to you. I FaceTime my nephews when I was down there for training, and literally they were in the phone saying, hi in there. Like it was unbelievable. It's something that wouldn't happen at the 3:00 parade on Main Street for sure. It's flexibility. You don't have to worry about like, I can't go to lunch because then I'll miss the parade at that time. So now we're going to have to bump our lunch up or bump our lunch back or whatever. We worked around the parades for years. I honestly hope it doesn't go away.
Couldn't agree more. And while standard character greetings are on hold because, well, COVID, you can't hug Mickey, and they're not signing autographs right now, but there are plenty of other options besides the pop-up cavalcades to see and wave and take selfies with the characters throughout the parks. Just in the last 2 weeks, there's been new experiences popping up where you can meet the characters throughout the park. So there is definitely many, many, many ways to see them, to wave to them, for them to say hi to your kids, as well as those parades and the character greetings. There's also character dining, which is back. And those experiences are happening a little differently, but still lots and lots of fun. And we have had the experience of attending, getting to many of those breakfasts and dinners. And they've been a lot of fun. So that's definitely something that we can put on your next vacation plans as well.
I love that dining's back. We did Topolino's Terrace, and the interaction was crazy. No, they didn't come right up to our table and sign autographs, but I mean, we had such a great experience with them, just running around and waving and laughing. And Daisy, Donald shaking his tail feather to us, like he was just. It was so fun, and it was great. And honestly, you didn't feel like you had to rush back to the table or be at the table because you're going to miss them. Like, I love the way that it is. I think anybody that's worried about missing something that hasn't been is going to be pleasantly surprised with the new experience. And people that have been but are afraid to go now because they want to be like it used to be. This is better than what you've done in the past. I think it's great.
And I think just because it's different doesn't mean it's a bad thing. I think
Right.
that especially for our veteran Disney families who go all the time, I think, having expectations of what Disney used to be is sort of something that we have to work on and kind of change that expectation and kind of how things look. But I think, we've had a lot of families return, both first timers and repeat families, and everyone sort of says the same thing, like, wow, Disney still has found many ways to keep that magic alive, and they're doing a fantastic job. What other questions? We're getting fireworks questions, which I knew was going to happen because it's sort of the biggest question about traveling now versus later, and it's definitely a hot topic right now. I will tell you that on multiple occasions, first of all, fireworks are not happening. I'm just going to be upfront and open and honest about that. But on many occasions, there has been testing happening in the parks and around the parks in recent weeks. So that gives us hope that, they will come back. We know they will come back. It's just a matter of when. And I think the biggest concern right now is that they draw the largest crowds. And if you've been to Walt Disney World, you've experienced the level of crowd in front of Cinderella's castle in Magic Kingdom. And it gives most of us a little bit of anxiety on the normal times, let alone post-COVID. So I think that they're trying to brainstorm ways to bring back fireworks celebrations and nighttime spectaculars while maintaining social distancing. For example, in Magic Kingdom, they tested perimeter fireworks around the park without those fireworks in front of the castle. So the hope is, at least our understanding, is that you'll be able to see them from anywhere without having to stand all in one small space. They're also almost finished with the new nighttime show in Epcot, sorry. And that is set to debut this year. So we'll hear more about that soon, but that's just begun its nighttime testing phase as well. And then we do believe they're working to bring back some nighttime entertainment in Hollywood studios as well. So lots of things happening, I think, behind the scenes. We just have to kind of wait and see how it plays out over the next couple of months. But that's a great question.
My drink is so good. I was so afraid, but it's so good. I can't help it.
Fantastic. So I think, as we talk about this and we talk about should we travel now or later, the question is how long are you willing to wait? And I think we've talked about this a lot as a team and our agents, and how to help guide families in this matter. And the bottom line is, for some of you, yeah, you should wait, and for some of you, you should travel now. But I think having that conversation and weighing the pros and cons and what is best for your individual family is super important. Get on the phone with us, talk it through with us, and we can help you kind of figure out what's going to be best for you. A lot of people have come to us and said, I want to wait, but I want to go now. My kids are at that age where, Mickey is so magical, and I'm afraid if I wait, I'll miss that window, and we sort of call that the sweet spot. There's that age range of kids where if you wait too long, you might miss that window. And are you okay with that, or are you not? And I think that's kind of a big question to ask yourself. But just know, if you decide to travel now, the magic is still there. It's very much there. It just looks a little different right now.
So Colleen just asked, when will the dining plan be back? Sorry if that was already asked. So
it actually wasn't.
We didn't ask. We didn't mention that. So that's huge. Dining is fantastic right now. I love it. I don't know how you girls feel about it, but I love that you don't have to hop on at the 160 days and get on there, and now you can make it, when it's convenient for you. Granted, dining plan is like the new fast pass. Dining reservations is like the new fast pass. You want to get in there and you want to get your dining, at the 60-day mark, you've got to get in there and get on. So, I love it. I feel like it's a little bit more relaxed. You're not worrying about what parks you're going to go to, then what restaurants you're going to go to, and work around the parades and work around all this stuff. Like, I feel like it's a little bit more relaxed, and I kind of like it. Like, I'm a planner for sure, but I like this new way about it. If you, I don't know if you want to jump in, Kathleen or Jen. I know
what you mean, like, especially with like the parades and the nighttime shows, you know, making sure that you're ready an hour and a half ahead of time to go get in a spot and waste that time waiting for things to happen. The fact that the parades are just popping up and that you can see them throughout the day is great. One of the big things I really like is how a lot of the buffets now are family style, so that you're not running back and forth on the table all the time. You can actually kind of sit and relax with your family, have a meal, because a lot of times that's your one break during the day, and you really want to kind of make the best of that, to sit down and relax and kind of, you know, see what's going to happen next and just enjoy yourself. But yeah, there's definitely more of a laid back pace that I do to enjoy myself. So
100% agree with that, Kathleen. The buffets drove me nuts because I felt like everyone was up and down the whole time and nobody was actually ever sitting together to enjoy that family meal. So having the family style still means all you can eat. I mean, they will keep bringing you food as long as you ask for it. So it's not like you're missing out on, you know, volume. If you have big eaters in your family, it's definitely still plenty of food. I will say, though, it feels like old school Disney, right? For those of you who went years ago before every minute of your day was planned out down there, it really feels like that again, because you can make it as busy or as slow as you want all day long. You can just pop into things when wait times are low, check that app throughout the day and just kind of wing it. And it's really been working out well for a lot of people. And a lot of our Disney veterans are coming back and saying that it feels like old school Disney. And we're loving that and really enjoying that. But I do want to say also, we do miss the dining plan. So like all of you that love the dining plan, we do miss it. We have been told officially by Disney that it is coming back, but we do not have a date yet. So we know it's coming back. It's not gone forever. That's also a question that we're getting a lot. It's definitely coming back. We just don't know when. And I think if I had to guess, as soon as they can kind of lift capacity restrictions in the restaurants, they're still following CDC guidelines about reduced capacity in restaurants and reduced, capacity, I guess is the only way to describe it. Once they can kind of lift that and have more people, they can accommodate more dining reservations and they can actually fulfill those dining plans that have been paid for by guests. So right now that's still risky, because of limitations. So I don't think they want to oversell a dining plan and then not be able to fulfill it for a family, which completely makes sense. So as soon as that can happen, they'll be back.
That being said, we could always add the dining plan. So if you book a trip and something comes up and you that's something that you want just because it wasn't available when you booked, if it falls in the dates and it works, we can certainly add that for you guys. So just because it's not there doesn't mean you shouldn't book just yet, because once it does come, I think people are going to be back on board for sure. The other tip I was giving a couple of clients was go grab like a couple Disney gift cards. It won't feel like it hits you as hard. I think that's why people love the dining plan. It feels like that all-inclusive feel. So if you throw a couple $100 on a gift card, and 5% off with your Target Red card, you can make it feel like you're watching your budget while you're still enjoying
That's what I'm doing for my trip next month, is I have a couple of gift cards put aside that I've just been kind of stashing money away on it, because I always do the dining plan too. I like the idea of going down there. I don't have to cook. I don't have to clean, any of that kind of stuff. No packing the backpack and anything like that. So that way, you it's pre-planning and it kind of feels like you're still doing the same thing.
Yeah,
Agreed.
for sure.
Agreed. So we can help you work around it. Yeah. And like Katie said, we can always add it later, which brings us to another topic. Resorts are booking faster than we can click our computers. I'm not even kidding. This is not an exaggeration. It's literally happening. People are all of a sudden wanting to get out, wanting to have something to look forward to, and they're booking Disney vacations faster than we can book them, honestly. So if you're thinking or even questioning a vacation, reach out to us now. because we really want to be able to help you, book that vacation that works for your family and that you want. And if you wait, it honestly might be too late to make that happen. Resorts are still booking at a limited capacity. And so that means that they're filling up faster than ever before. So make sure you reach out to us if you're thinking about it. And we can make sure that we get your trip on the books.
Mm-hmm.
And to see a couple comments about the pools right now at the resorts. I can tell you about our experience. We went in December and then for training in January. The pools are great. They have, again, like no masks on the pool deck. All the pool bars are open that I've seen. I don't know if you guys haven't seen anything different, but all the pool bars that at the resorts I've been to have all been open. Same menu, same drink options, everything. The chairs are all like socially distanced apart. There's a group of 5 chairs and then 6-8 feet away is another group. They've done a great job with that. When you're done with your chair, you're to fold the front end down so that the cast members know that they have to clean that chair and sanitize per protocol. The towels are there. Everything is just like it used to be at the pools. The pools haven't changed. They still have like the entertainment at the pools with the Disney trivia. My kids absolutely loved it this time. It was so much fun. And they did a great job. I mean, it did not feel any different at the pools for us at all.
And it was so nice. Like we went to the pool in January during training, and it was just so nice to sit without our masks on and relax and just kind of feel like you were back to normal for a little while. It was just a really nice experience. So
it really was. It was great. Snacks by the pool late night.
It's a good time. It's a good time. Paige is asking about rides with shows. So anything that's a ride or an attraction with a show, the seats are socially distanced. So I'm just going to throw out, for example, Frozen Sing-Along in Hollywood Studios. When you go in there, they actually have seats that are closed off that you cannot sit in between parties. And they help the cast members are in there helping to make sure everyone is sitting in the appropriate spacing. So that's a really great question. And they've done a really good job at maintaining those attractions with social distancing included. So that's awesome. And they're just as fun as ever.
And very exciting news, I think just recently, was that Disney's Lion King is coming back.
This summer. And it's
which is just
one of the best.
That is the best show on Disney property, in my opinion. I cry every time. I absolutely adore it.
So much fun.
Oh my God, it's so much fun. It's just like, it's so the best. Fun. I'm so glad for the cast members and for the guests. That show needs to come back for sure.
Absolutely. So with that said, I wanted to announce, and I should have mentioned this a little earlier, but we got carried away with our conversation. In recognition of our first live event tonight, we have a little giveaway, and we are actually, thanks to all of you for coming on and commenting, we are going to give away a prize to one lucky winner for St. Patrick's Day and our first live. We have this great Mickey plush and a Disney gift card. So we will, at the end of this, pick one lucky winner who will be receiving this prize. So thank you. We love all of you coming on tonight, commenting, asking questions, and just chatting it up with us. So we're enjoying it. So next up, we have a little would you rather question. Katie, you want to ask the question or you want me to ask the question?
All right, no. My cocktail's kicking in, I think. So,
you want me to ask the question?
Yeah, you ask the question.
Okay, so each time we want to kind of have going with our little theme, a would you rather question and have a little fun with our viewers. So would you rather watch one daily parade in Magic Kingdom or multiple shorter parades that pop up throughout the day in each of the 4 theme parks? What would you rather? Kathleen, what would you rather?
From personal experience, I really like the pop-ups. I just feel it, again, like we were saying before, with the whole pace of the day, everything's so go, go, go. I feel like it's just kind of nice to be walking along, and then all of a sudden the princesses are coming by and they're waving and you're right there, and it's just nice to see. Whereas, you may wait in line for a while for a parade and lose that part of your day. I'm up for anything that gives it more of a relaxed feel.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I love the parades. I love that they're at all 4 parks. I absolutely love it. I think you see more characters now than you did before, to be honest.
Yeah.
Waiting in line is great. Like, we had some great experiences, like with, you always have that special moment that you'll remember, and that will be back, but majority of the time, the 4 parks with like sporadic frequent parades is just so great. And I think it gives the kids like that little extra like magic, like the music changes and you're just like walking and all of a sudden like here comes a car with like Doc McStuffins. It's just it's great. I think it's so much more personable, and I just absolutely love it. I don't want it to go away.
I'm just looking at these comments, and literally every single person on here, we have like 30 something comments of everyone wants the pop-ups. So I love it. I love hearing that. I love seeing it. As all of us are in the parks, we try to share those with you. We try to go live so you can see what they're actually like. We don't like to spoil the magic too much because we want you to be a little bit surprised when you get down there, but we do like to share that so you can see what's happening. And we are huge, huge fans of those. So very cool. Thanks for commenting, everybody. That's awesome and so much fun. So I think now, we're going to kind of wrap things up for our first live. We hope everyone has a fantastic St. Patrick's Day, or what's left of it anyway. Next up, we will be live again. We're going to go live the 1st and 3rd Wednesdays of the month. We're going to try this out. So April 7th at 8 p.m. is going to be our next live. We, of course, will announce that and share some announcements so that you will know it's coming. Our focus, I think, is going to be about summer travel. So for those of you who have a trip on the books, or you're thinking about summer travel, or you know someone who's thinking about summer travel, make sure you share that out to them so that we can hop on, answer questions, and talk about all things summer travel with you. We also want to know, what would you like to see on future lives with us? So feel free to drop that in the comments, follow along, send us a message. If you don't feel comfortable, posting it in the comments, drop us a message, and just follow along, and we'll be sure to try to address your questions and concerns, or just a fun topic you might want to hear about. We love talking Disney, in case you guys didn't notice. It's literally our day and night. We live it. We drive our families crazy with it. So I think it's fun for us to be able to hop on here and talk to all of you, because it's what we love. It's our passion, and we truly, truly enjoy planning some magical vacations for all of you, or just talking Disney with all of you. So definitely, reach out to us, because it's what we love. Right, ladies?
That's right.
Anybody have anything else we want to comment or say?
I had a blast. This was so much fun, and I think everybody will enjoy it. I loved my cocktail. I'm going to go have another.
Clearly.
Our very own agent, Carrie Ann, I have to give her a shout out, because she is behind the scenes with us right now, and she's working the comments and helping to answer questions behind the scenes. Even though she's not on this live, I've got to give her a shout out, because she's done an awesome job, and she's really had a lot of fun with us, I think. But she actually just picked a winner and sent me the message. So the winner of our Mickey and gift card giveaway is Megan Thomas. Yeah. Megan, congrats. So we will make sure we get you your prize. I think that your kiddos will enjoy Mickey Mouse, and hopefully you can enjoy that little gift card at some point too. Awesome. So thanks so much for joining in.
Yeah.
And
there's some great options for next, the next couple topics. So that's great. We're excited.
Oh, are people commenting for next? Oh, yay. Okay, awesome. I can't wait to sit and read all the comments after this.
We're going to brainstorm. We'll be up all night.
Thanks again, everyone. Happy St. Patrick's Day, and we'll see you real soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys.